This is Unical Radio FM 103.5 FM rather. And this is the You Lead show. And I have two amazing guests with me who will be introducing themselves briefly. So, please.
Okay, my name is Francis Imoki, and I am a graduate of University of Calabar. Started last year, studied public health, and I am privileged to be serving as a curator of the TEDx University of Calabar event coming up this week. Thank you very much.
Amazing, sir. Please introduce yourself,
All
sir.
right, my name is Victory Maxon, and I am the founder of the Academy of Closing, and I'm also the publicity team lead for TEDx University of Calabar. And an honor and an opportunity to be on this show today. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. So, we will be talking today on the informed and connected leader. The informed and connected leader, briefly. So, sir, what do you think about an informed leader? Most times we have people that want to find themselves in leadership positions. They want to lead people, but they are not so, should I say, they are not informed, and some of them don't also know how to scout for events, books, or things that can give them access to the information they need. So what's your take on that?
So, could you take that question again? What do I think about the informed and connected leader?
We'll start from the informed leader.
Okay.
Informed leader.
So, the informed leader is, I think, basically someone who has so much information about what's going around. It could be a particular area, body of knowledge, also. So, basically, the informed leader is just someone who has enough resources at his or her disposal. I think an informed leader can also be seen as someone who is an elite. And being elite is not just about having money. Being elite is about having access to information and resources. Right. So basically, an informed leader is someone who has access, right, to information. It's not just about maybe let's say head knowledge or head information we could just glance through online, but information that can be communicated via networks that surrounds that very individual.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for that response. So, talking about information and then the connected leader, there's a show going on in the university environment. I think the TEDx event.
Mm.
So, Sir Victory, can you throw more light on how events like this are a plus to people that hope to become informed and connected leaders? So they are not just people that are craving leadership, and then when they are given opportunities to lead, they are found wanting for lack of information and even positive connections to enhance their leadership journey.
Okay, so exactly how growing leaders, right, can take advantage of programs like TEDx. First of all, what TEDx University of Calabar tends to do in these universities first to give the people exposure to knowledge, to give the people exposure to resources, to give to give the people exposure to knowledge, to give the people exposure to resources, to give the people exposure to people, right? So what these event tends to do is first the exposure, the knowledge, and then the network. Exposure, the network, and the knowledge. These three core things are things that helps a growing informed leader.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for that answer, sir. So we know that being in position of leadership means you'll be taking on a lot of decisions. You have to decide, and your decision at this point is not limited to you but to the people around you, and the quality of the people you lead will be dependent on the nature of the decisions you make. And we know that good decisions are only made from a place of information, and a good way to gather the said information is connection.
That's right.
Right, so most times our decisions are limited to what we know. So I think the TEDx event is giving us access into the experiences of the people that have gone ahead.
Okay.
So it gives us both, we have connected with them via the event, and we've been able to tap into their experiences to get informed, so that at whatever point in our journey to leadership or as leaders, we are quite informed, and therefore we make good choices and grow amazing followers. So the TEDx event has the theme beyond the labels. So bringing beyond the labels to what leadership is, and growing up having information and connection as a leader. What would you say about beyond the labels as connecting to leadership?
Okay, so what would I say about beyond the labels as connecting to leadership? All right, so I think I'll begin by putting out a very simple definition of leadership that I've been working with for a very long time. And that has to do with it's simply in this way: leadership is the process of helping people to self-actualize. And that's what we stand to actually put out during this very program. All right, labels in itself are arbitrary social constructs that are formulated by individuals in different geographical contexts, and they have very strong powers to transform how things are being run. All right, so it's necessary that information like this are being communicated in settings like this, university setting for this case, so that young people, young leaders aspiring for greatness, young leaders that are aspiring to do so much things in their society can understand that they can do so much if they have the right understanding. My colleague mentioned already a connection among other factors. All right, so we bring leaders that they've been seen from a very far position. Now, there's something we need to pay attention. All right, every single leader has a track record of moments where he or she was struggling with something. All right, so this team then encapsulates all that we want to give out beyond the labels. There were seasons where society held them down, predicted the way they should naturally just orient themselves in the visible world. All right, but there was that period where they decided. It could be that they attended one conference, just one conference, and everything changed. It could be that they read one book and everything changed. It could be that they connected with one individual and everything changed. And there's a book called The One Thing, and just like that. So it could be that one event, and that's the reason we are bringing this to University of Calabar. So having that thing beyond the label to enable young persons to transition from the place of arbitrary social constructs and conscious constructs that are developed by the society we find ourselves in, into possibilities that abound. All right, we'll be learning stories, we're getting personal experience. Now, beyond the personal presentation that is going to be happening, we also have the opportunity of hearing these leaders share their experience. And I think this is one unique aspect of this program. All right, sharing their personal experiences, because experience in itself is very costly.
Yeah.
That's why we pay to buy books.
Honestly.
All right, so that's the reason this is coming.
Okay, when looking at the team beyond the labels, I can also say that people that would attend the event should look even beyond the team. So beyond the fact that you're coming to listen to an amazing lineup of speakers, you should understand that every event you attend is an opportunity to build relevant connection. Sir Victory Maxim, what would you say about that?
Okay. Um, I'd like you to repeat that question clearly, right? But before that, I know you spoke about connections,
Yeah.
right? Like I mentioned earlier, right? The event itself is meant for connection, right? Because the thing I've discovered, right, especially about hosting events and also attending different events, I discovered that event, right, tends to bring people together.
Yeah.
People from different races, people from different cultures, people like now for the Texas University of Calabar, we are having people from different schools, right, attend the event, and people who are also not students attend the event, right? So you could imagine where a CEO, right, or a founder of an organization who is not a student, right, attends an event like TEDx University of Calabar, and a skilled student get connected with him. Now, just imagine that connection, and let's pretend that this skilled student, right, reach out to a CEO or a founder or probably an HR who needs their services. Now, just imagine what that connection would have done for them. And you just might be sitting down close to a CEO. You
Honestly,
just might be sitting down,
especially because you're not supposed to be living just for the now.
right?
Yeah.
Right. You just might be sitting down very close to a CEO. You just might be sitting down close to a founder. You just might be sitting down next to the president, right? The
Beautiful.
upcoming president, right?
So,
And that's exactly what event like this.
so we should really look beyond the labels. I could find my future husband. What do you think about
Right? I
that?
mean,
No offense intended. Okay. So talking about still on connection, a lot of people come to events, and what I was trying to say initially is that if a man is a sum total of the five closest people around him, that means even a leader and the result he puts out is a sum total of the people he has around him in governance, right? So that's trying to say that as a leader, this event is one not to miss, because here it's about gathering like minds. That means for everyone that attends the event has a potential to become, and what they are coming to the event to do or to gain is to get the push to become. So why would you come to? It's like saying you're coming, you don't even know what that connection will bring to you. Okay, when I initially connected to, using myself as an example, there was someone, I will not mention the person name. I don't like sharing my favorite people, so even if I do, you wouldn't know. But so there was someone I connected to during an event, and it was just supposed to be a hello hi, because normally I don't even like chatting. You hardly see on my phone. So it was supposed to be a hello hi, but that person is presently my best friend. Yeah. So we met on a very casual base, but the fact that we had a similarity in thinking, I'm passionate about gender, not just the female gender, even the boy child, and then she happens to be just very similar, and then our conversations are always very beautiful. So I keep asking myself, if I attended this event and I said the only important people are the people that have made it in life, so when I finish with them I should go home, there are pushes that this lady has offered that if I did not meet her, I don't think I would have. So I think we should be more curious to know the people that are yet to show for results than the people that already showed for results. That means beyond the labels, you should look out for connections. Thank you so much. So back to you, sir. What do you think people should look out for while attending this event?
okay. So I think I'd have to begin from the entertainment part. Since the university community, I know we are very used to entertainment. So what should people be looking out for? They should first look out for to be entertained, right? To be entertained, and then amidst that, of course, the core focus of the event is to educate people and then give them access to relevant information that will help them transform effectively. All right, so we are just whoever is planning or whoever has not gotten his or her ticket should, I think this should be a push rather, right? So look forward to be entertained, look forward to learning, getting practical knowledge to problems in your community. Look forward to the change. Look forward to meet people, just like the post, right? I think it's very key to even highlight at this point. All right, the major idea behind TEDx events is to create a platform where ideas will be shared. All right, that's why we have the line ideas worth spreading. So beyond the speakers who are going to, there are people around who are going to like you mentioned already, connecting with people who are going to be meaningful in the long run. All right, so um people should be open to meeting other young people who have the same passion as them. People should be open to meeting forming relevant relationships that can help transition them into newer phases in their lives, because definitely as it stands to be, this event was directly rather designed for this university community, and the team is very central, and it was picked intentionally because we have seen events. It's not just about the conventional conferences we've been having. We have many conferences that have been, but we want to create a platform through this event whereby people come to learn not just from the speakers alone, even though that is very key, but also connect people who are there, because one important thing is still falling back to the central information about tech, which is ideas worth spreading. Ideas are mainstream in places that you never would. come from.
Yeah.
All right. So coming to meet the speaker are not always well dressed. All right. You can meet that will be a gatekeeper to somewhere that you may have been knocking, and we are making and creating systems to make sure that this happens. So people will come and experience wholesome development, and of course, while in view of trying to learn and gain knowledge, be entertained. Following the class already, yeah.
Okay, so you said something that caught my attention, and that was when you said gatekeepers are not always well dressed. So it means that in the course of this program, you would be meeting people who may have beautiful ideas and do not really know how to execute. And the fastest way up is, should I say, looking at someone who is going that direction and being a part of it. Meaning that in the course of being at this event, you could meet someone that has an idea, and instead of the person owning, it's better to own 10% of a very large thing, or should I let me, because it's better to own 10% of 100 million than it is to own 100% of 100,000. Yeah. So it's about, still bring us back to collaboration, the connected leader. It still brings us back to who are you connected to, that your audience or the people following you will be privileged to, or would say, okay, I'm so happy that I have this person as my leader, because by virtue of connecting with this person as my leader, I've been able to source out one of these things. And I think it was just one person certified to host this event, but look, the amazing minds that came together to bring this to fruition. So Victory, can you say something about that? That the one person got certification, and then the team has come together to put up something this beautiful. So what do you have to say?
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Just like you mentioned, the truth is this actually, not one person can run a company, not run one person can run a big vision,
Yes.
right? Not run one person. In fact, there's no self-made billionaire, right? Billionaires are not self-made. And successful people are not self-made. These people are helped by other people, right? They combine other people together to ensure that they achieve their dreams, to ensure that they achieve their visions. Now, same thing with TEDx University of Calabar. Just like life is the licensee, right? Now, associate, you do not expect only life event. You do not expect life to also go about branding. You do not expect life to go about doing over 10 parts of making the event a success. And that's exactly where a team comes in place. Team simply means together, everybody achieves more, right? And that's exactly where someone is assigned to lead people, right? Right. So I currently lead the publicity team. Someone leads the branding team, right? My friend here also is in charge of the speaking reason, right? So we all are assigned to different responsibilities to ensure that we do successful at this point. And this also will ensure that we are moved to our strength. And that's exactly what people should understand about teams, right? Delegating people to their strength so that they perform best there. So that's the purpose of a team.
Yeah. So generally, there's a lot to look out for. I think personally, I feel the team is wider than we can discuss in a day.
Right.
Because if you want to look at it from different lenses, there are different descriptions you could give to that, different examples you could give, different citations. So what would be your final word on air?
Okay, regards to the event, regards to leadership, or what is happening?
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want. So, all right, so I would like to put it out to young people. Okay, I think I'll address individually. Are you that young person who may be hearing us speak now, and then you are wondering, what is this about? What is TEDx event? There is that one event that you would always make reference to. That will be that defining moment for you. We all have that defining moment for us. I have my defining moments. I can still exactly remember how it all started, how I got motivated, and how I am where I am currently. So TEDx event is that event that we believe with how we are putting structures in place that will help you to transition into another level. And I want to encourage you to buy your ticket because that's your pass to the event itself. So yeah.
So, Sir Victory, um, I would have asked the same question, but I feel I would like to know which of the speakers are you anticipating the most? Who do you really want to listen to? I know there's a very beautiful. I went through the lineup. I was like, oh my god. So, who is that person you really want? Is it just one person? A hard pick, I know.
Okay, for me, it's Mr. Toby Ola Michael, right? Mr. Toby Ola Michael. For me, why? Because although I've heard his story, right, at different events. But sincerely, I love to listen to his story every single time because his story is full of inspiration, and not just only inspiration. That story that compels you to do something about your life, right? That you can imagine someone who lost over 400 million and also suicidal and did not do any of that, right? But continued in business. So I could imagine myself losing about 100 million.
Head to roll, sir.
Right? You can imagine someone who loses over 100 million naira and says, I'm not doing that thing again. Right? But this same man has lost over 400 million naira, contemplated suicide many times, but then still keeps pushing. His story for me, which I look forward to listening to again and afresh at this upcoming event, I look forward to listening to that story so to inspire me and to push me and propel me to run my own business and also to propel me to push people to run their own business. So whether you are an aspiring business person, I look forward to you coming to also listen to Mr. Ola,
Yeah.
Mr. Toby Michael, right? Like just like myself. All the speakers are very amazing, but you see Mr. Toby, I look forward to listening to it.
Okay, so I feel for me, just like the team is beyond the label, um, that he's in the crypto space, welcomed, yet he's doing amazingly well. So it's like saying there has been a description of what is obtainable and what is not obtainable. And if we are looking beyond the labels, we should be thinking without the box. So what is the very thing that people do not really think? I think if you want to do if you want to give a lasting impression, look for the things that are not so well very populated. That is where those level of fans is built, and you should be the reason that one or two people want to venture into this thing, because if Victory could do it, I can. It's not so welcome, but that's why it's beyond the label, right? So it's been an amazing time here with you, sir. Can you tell us your name one more time?
Okay, my name is Francis Imoke.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Victory Maxim.
And I am your host, Favor Igwe.